few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect clear afternoon. Heck, you can see all the way to Mount Rainier in the distance here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Seattle Seahawks. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
It's 2nd and 8.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Going deep this time for Miller. And this will be caught at the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
A gain of 46 yards.
All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Play fake to Eckler. It's Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Rico Gafford, the intended target, and it's third down.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Again, Herbert. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now fourth down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from it. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. They'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, it's Wilson. That is caught by the former Gator, Antonio Callaway.
Wilson's pass.
Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there. Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. 3rd down here.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
From the shotgun, Wilson out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. And he stopped up short of the 1st as they tackle him down at about the 36. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken around the 12. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He's going to go for a big play now. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, L.A. Rico Gafford, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before and realize it hasn't worked
so
well.
else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. The first carry down. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
At the 33-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
10-0 the score after one on EA Sports.
Nothing. Michael Dixon to punt for the Seahawks.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Chargers first down.
Herbert off of play action. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now Callaway on the return. Well, not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there out of Kamara. 74 yards. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And that play's not going to get him in as he stops right at about the line of scrimmage.
Short of the goal line. No gain on the
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
With the way things have gone in this game, I think they've got to consider going for it here. I realize it's just the 2nd quarter, so they're not panicking, but they need something to give them positive momentum to get things going.
4th down. Here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
From the gun, Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. No gain, and it's second down. Working with a 2nd and 4.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down at the 9-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. That's into the hands of his running back, McFarland. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the gun, Herbert. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time. And you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
2nd and 6 at the Chargers' 49-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pick.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
14-yard line.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Now they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
First down, Chargers.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. That's complete. It's Anthony McFarland. Now a timeout taken.
Herbert's pass.
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Brings up second and a yard at the 48-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
First down, Chargers.
Field goal unit not out there. They want 6 before halftime. A final shot before the break for Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Now Kamara. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. And brought down there by a pair of Chargers on the stop.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on first and 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Throwing again. Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 33. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
A gain of 14. First down, Chargers.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. The pass complete to Hakeem Butler. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Herbert. This is caught. And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
To number 7,
Rico Gafford. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown.
Conversion.
Operating from the gun. Herbert to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. One of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
The Seahawks take over first and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Space to maneuver at the 40. The 40, the 30, past the 20, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Alvin Kamara, his second touchdown on the season, and the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded near the back of the end zone.
Is that it?
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
At the 41-yard line.
Again, it's Kamara. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards there and a first down. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
On the carry.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two, because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Wilson forced out to his left. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So good kick there to polish off the drive. 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 brings up 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, here's the option. Quick pass out to Miller. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Scotty Miller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. 1 move later, he's in the end zone.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athlete.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And this will be a Seahawks first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On the ground, Kamara. The ball is out. Kamara fumbled it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 2nd down and 4. Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And my goodness, another interception. Derwin James with a pick. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. On first down, it's Herbert. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins.
It's 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
3rd down.
Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 32. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first.
3 on the play. First down, Chargers.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the 2-point try. Again, Herbert, and they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, Somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They run it again with Kamara. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Brings up third and
a man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
6-yard line.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Another Seahawks first down.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Brings up third down.
So this one's over. It's in the win.